Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the more dangerous pass rushes. The Giants are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Cowboys offensive line that wants to shut that down. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
First down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand
38! Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's brought down after a good game.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be 1st down Giants.
Well, that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance, because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
In motion right is Bryant. A first down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you have a quarterback who can move and get outside the pocket, yet still keep his eyes downfield and find open targets, you have a very dangerous player at that position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a play fake. Manning backing up. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down. Last year for Orlando Scandrick, the torn ACL, the torn MCL, but 2016, as we see there, pretty much back to form.
How about the rehab, the dedication, got his quickness and agility back, and lost none of his playmaking skills.
Now Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and it's 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. He'll take this deep in his own territory. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott now on 2nd down. Bryant has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Another carry for the rookie Elliott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go to Elliott again, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Complete to Bryant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Final play of the half, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 2nd and 10 here. Second down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson, the rookie out of Clemson. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 26. Yard line. They come up in an offset eye.